Hello friends, now welcome in our unit 16 chemistry in everyday life lecture number 2 16.3 topic therapeutic action of different classes of drugs. Remember here many drugs are there, their examples are there. First of all we classify the drugs with their examples. So when we write notes at that time we do not write examples because in classification already example is written. Okay, so write with me immediately. So here just you see, first they classify in terms of antacids. So first of all we write classification of drugs. Antacids itself indicate and acids, that means opposite of acids. Acidity is developed and that acidity is minimized by adding certain base, so that is considered as antacids. Okay, so we discuss later on about this. An example of this in your textbook is written sodium hydrogen carbonate. Example, just you write down sodium hydrogen carbonate. Or another example is also there, sodium hydrogen carbonate or a mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydride, or another is bicarbonate. Okay, so here it is written aluminium and magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so first of all write down sodium hydrogen carbonate or a mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so this you have to remember. And another example of this is concerned with histamine, cimetidine and ranitidine is there, but they are antihistamine. So remember this one. This is considered as antacid, sodium hydrogen carbonate mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide. Then you write down antihistamine. So remember this antihistamine is nothing but we can say that potent vasodilator, okay, or we can say that it is affected जलन हो रही हो तो वो जलन नहीं होगी, उसके हिसाब से हमें वो जो ड्रग्स लेनी है उसको क्या कहेंगे, एंटीहिस्टामाइन्स. So antihistamines, here you write down many drugs are there. Another we can say that brom, write down with spelling bromphene, brompheniramine. Okay, brompheniramine. This name is very typical. Brompheniramine. So this is very important. It is considered as dimeta-F. Terfene. First of all, we write down name. Terfenadine. It is called Sidane. Okay, so remember this name, Sidane. Act as an antihistamines. So brompheniramine or terfenadine. This is example of antihistamine. Just we discuss later on about this according to your textbook. Then we can say that neurologically, or say this is once again classified. So we write down here neurologically active drugs. logically active drugs, and they are classified in two ways. First I write it here. First is tranquilizers. Tranquilizers. Okay. And the second is analgesic. Analgesic. So in tranquilizer, drugs are Ipro. First of all, we write down name Ipronizoid, N-I-azoid, Ipronizoid. Okay. Next one is phenylizine. Phenylizine. Z-I-N-E. Structure is not important here, but this example is very important, which is asked in your MCQ as well as we can say that theoretical part also. Another is chlordiazoxide. Okay. So another tranquilizer example, not right here. Here you write down analgesic, not, but here you write down this name phenylizine. Okay. Phenylizine. Another example is also there. Chlordiazepoxide. Chlordiazepoxide. And another is meprobumate. And another is equine. Name itself indicates that this is sleeping pills. Okay, sleeping pills. Equine. Name. Right now, equine. And another is also there, which is called Vernol. Write down this example so there is no any interruption. Vernol, then Valium, then serotonin. Examples are very typical. Names are just you see in your, we can say that when you see any medicines at that time, tablets are there in that prescription, this name is also given. So it's very important. In analgesic, we can say that they are converted in two forms once again. First is non-narcotic, and another is narcotic. So non-narcotic drugs are aspirin. You know this one? Aspirin. Nowadays it is called aspirin. Okay, aspirin. And another example of this is paracetamol is also there, because in blood cell antibiotic is there. Okay. Chemical known as nothing, it's important here. Aspirin is there only. And in narcotic, we can say that morphine, heroin, and codeine. This is important. Morphine. These drugs obtained from opium, morphine. Then heroin. Heroin, you know this one. One type of drugs is there. And then codyne. Codyne. And last is, just we do not discuss it here, we discuss in later on, antimicrobials. Antimicrobials. So this you have to learn it here. Make a screenshot of this particular, we can say that with example. Example is very important. You have to remember this example for your MCQ examination. So this classification we learn one by one, and just a description is there. We are not giving any example. I am not writing here any example. Just you remember this type of chart and prepare this chart. Okay. So you got there is no any questions regarding this. In antihistamine maybe one also there. We have to write it. Okay, both are written. So you write down according to this way. Antimicrobials, this is coming lecture number 3 because it's a very big, and they are converted in terms of antibiotics, and another is antiseptic and disinfectants. So here we cover this in lecture number 2. First of all, we discuss about antacids, then antihistamine, then neurologically active drugs according to tranquilizers, then analgesic, non-narcotic, that is, and narcotic both, and then in second, that is lecture number 3, we discussed about antimicrobials. So make a write down according to first of all example is very important. Remember this. You have to work out of whatever it may be. You have to remember it for your MCQ examination. Okay. So first of all, write down this tabular form. Make a screenshot. Okay, now we switch on towards one topic of antacids. One production of acid in the stomach causes, just you see, one production of acid in the stomach, causes irritation and pain. Irritation and pain. At that time, just to see, pain in certain cases the ulcers are developed, and due to that ulcers are developed in the stomach. Ulcers are developed in the stomach. So here, such as example we already written, sodium hydrogen carbonate or a mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide. However, excessive hydrogen carbonate when it is reacts can be make stomach alkaline. Remember, excessive hydrogen carbonate can make the stomach alkaline and trigger the production of even more acids. Okay, that's why do not increase the pH above neutrality. So here it's important. So this carbonate, excessive first of all write down this sentence, excessive hydrogen carbonate can make the stomach alkaline, basic, alkaline. production of and trigger the production of even more acid. Okay, so here it's important. Metal hydroxide are better alternatives. That is, metal hydroxides, that is aluminium and magnesium hydroxides, are better alternatives because of being insoluble. Metal hydroxides are important, or say are better alternative. Better alternative. You have to remember these sentences. There is no option. Okay. Because of being insoluble. Being insoluble. This do not increase the pH, and that's why do not increase the pH. So pH is not increased, and due to that, this treatment control only symptoms and not the causes. Therefore, with this metal salts, the patients cannot be treated easily. In advanced stages, ulcers becomes life-threatening, and its only treatment is removal of the affected part of the stomach. So it's a very important. So you write down from your textbook. So a major breakthrough in the treatment of hyperacidity came through the discovery, according to which a chemical histamine. Remember, chemical histamine. Chemical histamine and another stimulates the secretion of pepsin and hydrochloric acid. So we have to write this one. This is very important. Histamine stimulates and not causes and not the cause. Okay, just you see, this is very important. Stimulate the secretion, stimulates the secretion. What is the meaning of secretion? Pepsin is developed. So secretion of pepsin and hydrochloric acid in the stomach. This is very important. And the drugs cimetidine tegment or say another name is tegment, was designed to prevent the interaction of histamine with the receptors present in the stomach wall. This resulted in the release of lesser amount of acid. The importance of the drug was so much that it remained the largest selling drugs in the world until another drugs, ranitidine, is also there. So ranitidine, ranitidine or say Gentek was discovered. Okay, so write down up to this. So here it is all about antacids. You have to remember certain examples and write down not all these antacids. So here ranitidine, Gentek was discovered. It's very important. Make a screenshot of this and write down from your textbook, because the sentence is not written here. It's a very important, but you have to remember examples as well as important sentences regarding this one. Antacids now finished. Now we switch on towards antihistamine. Now see, antihistamines. Histamines is a potent vasodilator, that is a jalan morivo. It has various functions. It contracts the smooth muscles in the bronchi and gut, relaxes other muscles. So this is very important. So write down histamine. Histamine is a potent vasodilator. Vasodilator. It has various functions. It contracts the smooth muscles, to the bronchi and gut पूरे शरीर में जो जलन हो रही है उसको कहते हैं gut and relaxes other muscles. Okay, now such as those in the walls of fine blood vessels, muscles such as those in the walls of fine blood vessels, okay, and the example is histamine is also responsible for the nasal congestion, नसकोरिक जो नाक में से जो नोज है उसमें से जो ब्लड का फ्लोरा है उसके बारे में यहाँ पे डिस्कशन की गई है. So histamine is also responsible for the nasal congestion associated with common cold. Okay, so this is all about and allergic response to pollen and allergic response to pollen. So you have to remember this one. Synthetic drugs just like brompheniramine, that is dimetap, and terfenadine, this is already completed, act as antihistamine. They interfere with the natural action of histamine by competing with histamine for binding site of receptor where histamine exerts its effect. This is according to our drug actions. You already complete this. Now the question that arises, okay, it's work in a different, that is by this reason anti-allergic and antacid drugs work on different receptors. So once again we write this sentence because it's important. They interfere with the natural action of histamine by competing. Do you know this one? competing with histamine. With histamine for binding sites. For binding sites of receptors where histamine exerts its effect. Okay, so this is all about this antihistamine. Now we switch on towards tranquilizers. Okay, so this tranquilizers is also there, which is top two types. That is, first is tranquilizer and analgesics. That is, first neurological active drugs. In that, first is tranquilizers and second is analgesic according to classification. So make a screenshot of this and write it completely. Okay, now we switch on towards tranquilizers. That is 16.3.3 neurologically active drugs, and which is depend on the functions, that is message transfer mechanism from nerve to receptor. So it's classified in two ways. First is tranquilizer, second is analgesic. Analgesic is two types. It is a narcotic drugs as well as non-narcotic drugs. That will learn later on. But first we finish tranquilizers. Examples already complete, so don't bother about that. So here tranquilizers are a class of chemical compound used for the treatment of this is very important. Write down immediately. Treatment of stress and mild or even severe mental diseases. Pagal. DISCES. This is very easy. This is used for treatment for stress and mild or even severe mental diseases. So this is the tranquilizers you take. This relative anxiety. This is relative anxiety. Anxiety. Then stress. Nowadays it's a very useful medicine, but it is a harmful too, because every drugs is not irritability. Okay, they are harmful in many ways. Irritability or excellent by or excellent excitement, sorry, it's not excellent, excitement by inducing a sense of well-being, a sense of well-being. Remember this one. Relative anxiety, stress, irritability or excitement by inducing a sense of well-being. So this is very important. They form all an essential component of sleeping pills. Sleeping pills, remember. This is very important. Sleeping pills. Ungni godi. Okay. There are various types of tranquilizers. They function by different mechanisms. For example, we can say that here noradrenaline, noradrenaline. This is important. Noradrenaline. Noradrenaline. Okay. Is one of the neurotransmitters that plays a role to mood change. It is for mood change. Okay, mood change के लिए यूज की जाती है. Okay, another is if the level of noradrenaline is low for some reason, then the signal sending activity become low and the person suffers from the depression. Remember, suffers from the depression. In such situations, antidepressant drugs are required. Antidepressant drugs are required. Okay, these drugs inhibit the enzyme which catalyze the degradation of noradrenaline. If the enzyme is inhibited, these important neurotransmitters is slowly metabolized, can activate its receptor for longer periods of time, thus counteracting the effect of depression. Ibuprofen. Okay, another example we already completed. Some tranquilizers, namely name is also completed, and used in controlling depression and hypertension. Drugs are used for controlling depression. Just this sentence is important. Depression and hypertension. This is very important. Hypertension. Okay, so this is all about tranquilizers. Here, another sentence also written that derivative of barbiturate acid or say barbiturate acids. Here we write. So here B part we take later on. So don't bother about this. This we take later on. Derivative of barbiturate acid. Barbituric acid, that is Vernol, Amital, Nebutal. Many examples are there. Second constitute an important class of tranquilizers. These derivatives are called barbiturates. Barbiturates are hypotonic. Remember, barbiturates are hypotonic. Okay, and hypotonic. For example, sleep-producing agents. Some other substances used as tranquilizer are Valium and serotonin. Remember the name? We already completed this name. So up to this is nothing but P part is there. We start, but you make a note of these tranquilizers. Make a screenshot of this. Write it from your textbook. Okay, now here we classified these analgesics according to non-narcotic analgesic and narcotic analgesic. But what is use of this analgesic? Reduce or abolish pain without causing impairment of consciousness, mental confusion, incoordination or paralysis or some other disturbances of nervous systems. So these non-narcotic analgesic drugs or narcotic analgesic drugs Here we discuss about aspirin. Aspirin is very useful. Aspirin inhibits the synthesis of chemicals known as prostaglandins, which stimulates inflammation in the tissue and cause pain. Effective in relieving skeletal pain such as that due to arthritis, reducing fever, antipyretic and preventing platelet coagulation because of its once again this way continue. Effective in relative skeletal pain such as that due to arthritis, reducing fever, antipyretic and preventing platelet coagulation because of its anti-blood clotting action used in prevention of heart attacks. This is very important. It is useful in a heart attack. Aspirin, you know this tablet very well. So this is a useful non-narcotic analgesic drugs. So you write down according to this. Now we switch on towards narcotic analgesic drugs. Morphine and many homolegules, when administered in medicinal doses, relative pain and produce sleep. In poisonous doses, when we take more dose, according to we can say prescriptions of doctor, this produce stupor. Stupor means we can say that घूमी जाओ, okay, stupor, coma, and convulsion, and ultimately death. Okay, so remember this stupor is very important. This morphine referred to as opiates obtained from the opium poppy. अफीम के जो प्लांट्स होते हैं उसमें से ये मिलता है. These analgesics are chiefly used for the relief of post-operative pain, cardiac pain and pains of terminal cancer and in child death. So this is a very important regarding analgesic. Write a note on analgesic according to the classification. So you have to write this up to this. So make a screenshot of this, and now in lecture number 3 we switch on towards antimicrobials. So remember these certain terms which is medicinal terms. It is which is related with biology. Biology students understood everything at here because they learn many things. Okay, many organs they know, many biological language they know. But mathematics students require to mug up or say you have to remember by sentence to sentence with the help of examples. So here we complete this lecture number 2 with we can say that therapeutic drug classifications. Okay, so make a screenshot, write it completely.